So today I'm going to be talking about the fastest way I know how to launch a six-figure dropshipping store without having to build your business, write your copy, do any product research, create any images, do any of the technical setup, and just get straight to launch. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ali. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the fastest way I know how to launch a dropshipping business today. And this comes from a wealth of experience. So I've been in dropshipping for around 10 years. I've built my own seven-figure business selling digital and physical products online, and I've helped literally thousands of people launch their very own dropshipping stores. And through that effort and through that experience has come ShopFunnels, which is my platform that I use to build and launch dropshipping businesses. And so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how this platform came to life, and how you can use this to your advantage to launch dropshipping businesses ultra fast. And this video is for those of you guys who've been considering to join ShopFunnels, but there's a ton of questions. So I get questions every single day. I've compiled a list of the top questions that I get about this whole method of dropshipping. I'm going to be answering that, and I'm going to be giving you a tour of all of the features and all of the benefits of the platform, so you guys have a complete understanding of what ShopFunnels is, and how you can use it to build and launch your dropshipping store. So first and foremost, the biggest advantage of ShopFunnels is the pre-built stores. Okay. Now, what is a pre-built store? Because I get a lot of questions around pre-built stores. So pre-built stores is a store or a funnel that has been built on the back of a successful store. Okay. So what we do here at ShopFunnels is me and my team, we are researching products constantly to find those that are trending upwards and that are producing lots and lots of sales. Once we find something, we also verify that the store or the funnel that we found is in a niche that is evergreen and beginners can enter it very easily. Then once we verify that it's a winning product, it's in a great niche, and it's a product that a beginner can launch, what we do is we go ahead and model the person that was selling the product very closely. For example, this business has made $2.2 million in sales selling this particular product. Okay. Now, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, there is a research sheet. So I want to go ahead and show you guys the original business that this page was built off and modeled off of. So to get access to this research sheet, all right, that has the competitors' funnels that we model, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and log into ShopFunnels. Obviously, get an account, sign up for a membership, and then go ahead and sign up to ShopFunnels. Over here, you click this button, you go ahead and create a funnel. And the first thing you're going to see is all of the pre-built stores that are ready for you to build and launch. Then you go ahead and select the one that you want, and then just name it whatever. So we're going to call it the heel pad, red light heel pad. Okay. Now, when we hit save, this entire business is one click imported into our account. Okay. Now we've gone ahead and we have the funnel ready to go. Now we scroll all the way to the bottom because we want access to the research sheet. All right. We go here, we click edit, we click this, and then we open this link. When we open this link, we can go here to the competitor funnel. And now what I want you guys to see very closely is this is the person that we were modeling. Okay, this is their entire funnel. Now, this may look different depending on when you actually accessed it, right? Because people are making changes all of the time. But it looks like over here, they haven't changed too much. Maybe what they've done is move the video up, okay? But when we modeled it, it looked exactly like this. And it's still, to this day, it looks very similar to this, okay? So as you guys can see, it's a very close modeling of something that's already been working, okay? Now, why do we do this? Well, I have been in the business, like I said, for 10 years. And a lot of the money that I've made with dropshipping hasn't been by reinventing the wheel, okay? And this is the problem with dropshipping at the moment. A lot of people want to find a unique product that nobody else has cracked before, want to set up a website that's better looking than everything else, and want to create ads that are life-changing and will get sales. Unfortunately, that process is so jarring and it's so difficult to do that most people will never complete it. Okay. And then on the other side of the spectrum are people that are setting up general stores. And these general stores are just basic storefronts. You load up a product, you load up some copy, and then you expect to make sales. Both those extremes aren't going to serve you. On the one side, you'll never get it done. On the other side, you'll get it done, but you will never make sales. So this is the process that I feel like every beginner can do, which is just model what's already working. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. If this business has generated $2.2 million in sales with this product page, our best shot at success is modeling the product page, modeling the offer, and modeling the ads, and getting that start that they've spent so hard to get to. You start from there. And using this analogy, we've been able to help so many people get their first sales online, hit 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, and even over 7 figures in sales. So this is the fastest way that I know how you can start your dropshipping business today, because me and my team, we do the research, we find the suppliers, and most of the suppliers we're finding are in the USA if you're dropshipping there. And we also have Chinese suppliers that can dropship anywhere else. Reason we find USA suppliers is because if there's a tariff, if there's any unforeseen, you have a local supplier that will go ahead and fulfill orders fast. And the other suppliers that we find are reputable, deliver fast, and have express shipping. So your product goes to the customer at the shortest amount of time. So now that my team has researched the product and validated its success, okay, so we do a product success analysis. We understand how many sales it's made, what are the orders, what's the average order value, and why you should be involved in a business like this. Okay. We've also done customer analysis for you. We've also done an ad targeting breakdown. We've also done some ad angles that you need to do. We've also done ad copywriting. So this business is built on the back of a lot of research. Not just this, every single business here is built on the back of a lot of research. Now, what is the goal of this? The goal is you not having to do any of this. You're not having to find the product, create the images, write the copy, and design the page. Because these 4 aspects will take time and will take a lot of skill and effort. Now, there's an argument that I hear a lot, which is, I want to learn how to do this. Well, using this approach, not only can you launch fast, you can also learn how to do this, because you can go ahead and continuously make changes to the page, learn how beautiful pages are designed, and use these beautiful page designs to maybe sell another product, right? So let's say you really like this page and you want to sell your own dropshipping product that you found. Well, it's very simple. Swap out the images and swap out the text, right? And then switch it for what you have. But at least you're using a template that has successfully generated over 7 figures online. So using this exact method, as you guys can see on the left, we have students that have been generating, this student of ours has generated $10,000 inside of a single pre-built store, okay? And we have people constantly posting their sales, posting their progress, and posting how they've been able to make money with a pre-built template. And I just want to point to the time saving here, all right? So this is the main feature of ShopFunnels, is it's our team's headache to find you winning products, to create stores for you, to do the research. And the only thing that's left for you to do is the fun part. And I like to think about it as starting a race from the finish line, where most of the people that will find this product that's trending will start to find a supplier, research, create some graphics, put together a basic page. While they're doing all of that, you are already at the finish line. You're starting the race from the finish line. You're going to be so much ahead of other people trying to launch the same product, okay? And so my goal for every single person starting at dropshipping is to start from the finish line, which is start with a store that's already built, and you can vet the research for yourself. Look at who you're modeling. Look at how closely the website is built to the actual main website, and then go ahead and use that. We are committed to adding about 3 funnels every single week. We have a very strict process in the way that we do that. And all of these funnels are very strategically built. They're designed for conversions in mind. No distractions, no Shopify add to cart, no nothing like that. All of these funnels are very detailed product pages that are built with minimal effort required on your side to launch. So in a nutshell, that's what ShopFunnels is. But let's go ahead a step further, and I want to walk you through all of the different features inside of this, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at some burning questions and go ahead and answer all of them so that you have a clear understanding of how dropshipping works in this particular way. So as you guys can see, ShopFunnels has a few components over here, and these are 5 of the major things you're going to need if you're launching any business. The first part of it is the builder. Now the builder is designed for easy drag and drop. Now, the way that we've designed the builder over here is so that anybody who's even a beginner with dropshipping can build. You can change spacing here. You can go ahead and change spacing here, right? You can change the text over here to whatever you want. And you can change the images here very easily by uploading yours or going ahead and putting whichever image you want in the start. And this is how easy it is to go ahead and manipulate the elements of the page to be able to say whatever you want. But the way we've designed is that you don't have to do all of this, okay? All you have to do is maybe enter your brand name here or your domain name, but we go ahead and even change the name of the product, rewrite all the copy and redo all of the images, so you don't have to worry about anything. Now, like I said, this is a funnel. What does that mean? It means that once somebody's done ordering the product, they can go ahead and they go to an upsell. The reason we send them to upsell pages is because we want to maximize the profit. Okay, we want to maximize the profit that comes in when somebody purchases from us. All right, so that is why we have upsell pages that are built in here. And all you have to do in an upsell page is go ahead and change out the products, images, change out the text, maybe change out the pricing, and then sell whatever you want as an upsell. Now, the reason we don't fill this out is because many people use different suppliers or have their own ideas of what they want to sell. A lot of people want to sell digital products, supplements, other drop shipping products, and some people don't want to launch with upsells at all. And if you're one of those, you can go ahead and just quickly delete it, and then you can have just your order page and your thank you page. But I highly recommend having upsells. You can add more upsells that you want just by clicking here, selecting an upsell page that you want, and then go ahead and build that out. It's extremely easy. Now, other notable things inside of the builder is the toggle on the left, okay? Now this toggle allows you to do a lot, right? This is the pages. You can create multiple different pages over here. This is the widget section. Now a widget section means you can just go ahead and drag and drop images or whatever you want. If you want a countdown timer, you can go ahead and put in a countdown timer. Now, typically each of these widgets, I like to think of them as Shopify apps. Typically, if you want a progress bar, some spacing, a booking, a members area, a checkout form, XYZ, you're going to have to download an app for that on Shopify. But typically with ShopFunnels, you have all of this already built in, so you can just quickly go ahead and put it on your website. Now this is global styling. This is where you can change out the text and fonts. This is the funnel overview. So this is what you can see what your funnel looks like. You can go ahead and look at the stats. You can look at what is selling really well. You can look at orders that have come in. You can look at products that have been created, and you can look at top performing products over here as well. Then this is the settings tab. This is where you can put in domains. You can put in some custom code if you want. You can go ahead and put in some apps. This is where you can add your Facebook meta pixel, URL redirects. This is all of the technical stuff that you can do over here. And finally, this is website preview. You can look at what it looks like on the desktop, tablet, mobile, and then you can go ahead and look at what it looks like live. And in a nutshell, that's everything that the builder is. This is the section you use to build out your website. This is probably the most important section that you have. The next section is the store section. So you go here to store, and this is where you basically set up the back end of your business. This is where your dashboard is. So this is where you can again track your sales across your entire store. This is where order information will come in. You can go ahead and fulfill orders directly from here. This is where you go ahead and add products. If you have any subscriptions, they can be added directly. This is where you go ahead and manage discounts if you have any. This is where you can manage some, more high level page customizations. All of that can be made here. And this is your store's general settings. All of that can be done from here. Now, typically, when you go ahead and download a pre-built store, there's very little for you to do, right? So all you really need to do to launch is go to store, go ahead and create your product, enter the product title, enter a price, right? If you want to mess around with all of these other settings, you're more than welcome to, but this is typically all you need to do. Enter the product and enter the price. And after that, your product will be gone ahead and created here. Then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and connect a payment processor. You click here, and I get this question a lot. What are the different payment processors that connect with ShopFunnels? Well, all of these payment processors go ahead and connect with ShopFunnels. Then after that, go back to store and go ahead and add some details. This is where you can put in your business details if you have some, and you can put it in, but this section is not required for you to be able to launch your store. Typically, all you need is a payment processor and you're good to go. Then finally, all you need to do is add in your shipping options, right? You can create shipping rules based on price and weight. You can also go ahead and apply different shipping rules to different countries. Typically, I just make it free shipping when I'm launching dropshipping businesses. And finally, that's it. With these 4 steps, your store is ready to go. And once you launch, you're going to basically go ahead and start getting sales just like this. Your sales will start showing up. Your orders will start showing up here. These are where your products will be. And you can go ahead and just start fulfilling orders directly. So now we spoke about the builder and we spoke about the store section. Let's go ahead and move to the contacts. Now, contacts is where all of the people that enter their information inside of your businesses will be stored. This is a great way where you can start going ahead and taking care of who are your customers, what messages you're sending to them. You can go ahead and book appointments, right? If you're a service-based business, you can go ahead and start sending email campaigns to them as well. This is one of the beautiful parts about ShopFunnels is email automations are actually included. You can go ahead and start creating a blank automation where every single customer that comes in gets emails and follow-ups from you. It's like active campaign where you can have multiple different emails go out for multiple different conditions. Also, you can set up very easy abandoned cart email automations as well. You can also segment your lists over here. You can go ahead and change certain system emails. And these are the beautiful email templates that are ready for you to go ahead and send to your customers. Also, this is the settings. You can go ahead and add your domain details and your brand details to make sure your emails go really well. The way the ShopFunnels is designed is it is actually a one-stop shop. There's really not a lot that's left for you to do, or you don't have to go ahead and integrate with other platforms out there. This pretty much has everything you need to be able to go ahead and build your first profitable dropshipping store. Now, let's go ahead and take some questions that I continuously get as part of ShopFunnels. So what is ShopFunnels and how is it different from Shopify or ClickFunnels? So that's a really good question. Now, what Shopify is really good at is really good at building stores. And this is Shopify's superpower. Okay, so if we go to Shopify theme, okay, what I really like about Shopify is it's more so for people that have really big product categories. So if you're someone that's selling over 200 products, then Shopify is probably the place for you because you want a place where somebody can browse around, where somebody can go ahead and look at different options, go ahead and add stuff to cart, X, Y, Z. You're probably looking at a big storefront like this. But typically, this is not what works when you're just launching a brand, okay? When you're just launching a brand, you need something like this. You need a specifically designed step-by-step approach for selling one particular product. And if you basically go ahead and bombard a customer with tons and tons of information, different collections, different products, different designers, demos, brands, our worlds, features. They do everything on your store but buy. But if you're really big anyways, it doesn't really matter, right? But when you're small and starting out, you need a funnel that's designed to convert, okay? Now, how is it different from ClickFunnels? That's a great question. You may be asking yourself, hey, Ali, ClickFunnels also allows us the ability to make funnels, right? Now, the issue with ClickFunnels is it was honestly built for people that really wanted to sell info products. So this is why ClickFunnels is what it is. It's really made for people that are selling courses and webinars, okay? And with ClickFunnels, the drag and drop feature doesn't exist. So you can't just go ahead and drop in text like this. It's a more of a the builder is not as proficient. Plus, there's not the ability. There's a lot of stuff that ClickFunnels doesn't have, and the main thing about ClickFunnels is it wasn't really built for dropshippers. It was built more for webinars, course creators, and people that are selling digital products, versus ShopFunnels that has the ability to do all of the things that ClickFunnels does, but it was really made for people that are doing e-commerce and dropshipping. Okay, now can I use ShopFunnels to build an entire e-commerce website or just a funnel? That's a really, really common question that I get. Now, ShopFunnels not only has the ability to create funnels, right, which are single-use pages, and these are all the pre-built funnels, but it also actually has the ability to go ahead and build entire websites. Yes, that's right. So you can go ahead, create another website, okay? And then what you can go ahead and very easily do, guys, is build an entire website for your dropshipping store. Okay, so we can go here, we can go to online store, we can go ahead and basically use this one, okay? And we can build a dropshipping website, okay? Now, what we do when we build a dropshipping website is this is where we will basically go ahead and drive traffic for people that already know about us, okay? Typically, I don't like sending traffic to websites because, again, there are products here, there are deals here, there's about us section, there's a contact section. When people go into websites like this, they will do anything but buy. Okay, they're just going to be browsing around. They're just going to be going ahead, browsing stuff around, adding to cart XYZ. So yes, with ShopFunnels, you can create entire websites, but typically your goal is this website exists just in case people need to understand who you are, and maybe you want to submit something to Facebook for approval or Stripe for approval. So you submit a nice branded, great looking website. But your customers, well, you're pretty much sending them to a funnel, right? You want them to be sent to single product pages that look beautiful and are designed to convert. Now, does ShopFunnels support upsells, downsells, and order bumps? Absolutely. So over here, you can go ahead and you can upsell and downsell people directly, and you can also add order bumps. Now, what is an order bump? An order bump is a basically something that people will see right before they hit the checkout, right? This is like a pre-purchase upsell, as we call them. You can go ahead and put in order bumps right on the order form right here. Now, can I build multiple funnels under one account? Absolutely. Now, I, as you guys can see, have multiple different funnels. Now, it depends on what account type you have in terms of active funnels, right? Now, for me, my ShopFunnels is on the max, so I can have as many active funnels as I want. But typically, depending on what plan you sign up for, you will have a number of active funnels, which is funnels that can actually go live. Now, this is a funnel that is not active, okay? But that doesn't mean that I can go ahead and work on it. I can do whatever I want, right? But when I go ahead and preview, it may not show because it's not an active funnel, right? These funnels are inactive, but I can still work on them, right? These ones that are paused, and this is an active funnel. You can have as many as you want, both active and inactive over here. But the ones that are active, it depends on what plan you're on. Okay, is there a drag and drop builder? Yeah, we've already answered that question, and it's one of the best out there. Can I customize the design and branding of my funnel? Absolutely, right? So if let's say we're going here, and you are going to go ahead and you don't really want this pink purple theme, okay? You want a different design language. All you have to do is go to global styling, go to color palette, and just pick another color. Let's pick red, for example. And when we go ahead and click this, all of the purple has now become red, right? That instant. Now same thing goes with the font, right? If we're not a fan of this font, we can just go here to text styling. We can go ahead and just change the paragraph font to whatever we want. We can change it to Tacoma, which is a completely different font. And there you go. It's all gone ahead and changed, okay? And it's that easy to do. So you can brand it however you want. Okay, does ShopFunnels support course-based or digital product businesses? Absolutely. So what you can do, not only do we have pre-built funnels that are built for digital dropshipping, so we have this one, right? This is Bill for Digital Dropshipping that's already made sales. We have this one as well. Bill for Digital Dropshipping already has sales and already has the product loaded. So not only does it do that, if you go here to the store section and you create a product, you can go ahead and create any type of product. You can create a digital product, a service product, a membership product. So you can go ahead and sell digital products and courses directly off of ShopFunnels. So can I connect ShopFunnels to my existing website or domain? Absolutely. And there's so many different ways to connect ShopFunnels to your existing website and domain. So the first thing is, it's very easy. You go to settings, you go to domains, all right? And then what you're going to want to do is connect an existing domain, put in your domain name over here, and there's a CNAME record that you have to add that every time anybody that joins ShopFunnels, there's a specific checklist that I have you go through of how to connect your domain, how to connect your payment processor. I've made it very easy. Right, just put in your domain name here, connect it to GoDaddy, Namecheap, XYZ. You can connect a subdomain. If you have a main website somewhere else, you want to connect a subdomain, that's very possible over here as well. And another thing that I see a lot of people do that don't want to get rid of their Shopify stores is what they do is they use the front page for their main customer attraction. And when somebody clicks start and get 30% off, they basically configure this button to go to their Shopify store. You can send this button to whatever you want, right? So they then configure this to go to their cart page or to their Shopify store or to their other website, whatever. They just like building pages on ShopFunnels, or more so they like using pre-built stores that are built on ShopFunnels. All right, so I get a lot of questions about payments. So let's go through them. Which payment gateways does ShopFunnels support? So if you go here to settings, if you go to store here, and then we go to payment processors, currently we are always actively looking for more partners, but currently you can see all of these are supported with ShopFunnels. So if any of these are inside of your country, you are easily able to use ShopFunnels for your business. Okay, another question is, can I use cash on delivery in my country? Absolutely. So all you have to do is go on delivery and make sure that you have all of this set up. You can have whatever you want put in here, and then it will track all of the payments that are coming in as cash on delivery. Now, can I integrate ShopFunnels with Shopify? I'm so happy to say that absolutely you can. We have an app that's coming out that will be available on the Shopify App Store. What does that mean? That means that if you have ZenDrop, CJ Dropshipping, if you have any of these dropshipping automations, you can have your orders zipped directly to Shopify so that all of the order fulfillment can happen automatically. So ShopFunnels does connect with Shopify in that way. And another thing that I said was a lot of people, they click this button and they send their traffic directly to a Shopify page. Okay. Do you integrate with ClickBank, Stripe, PayPal, or NMI? So we don't currently integrate with ClickBank. We do Stripe and PayPal, and I'm not sure about NMI. I don't think we connect with NMI at the moment. Is there a native Shopify checkout redirect feature? Now, typically what I do is I create a cart with my products already added. That's very easy. Just have ChatGPT write the link for you or just watch a quick tutorial. But if you can have a preloaded cart on Shopify, when someone clicks here, they go to a cart page that already has a product added, and then they can go and check out from there. Typically, I don't like doing that because cart pages lower conversions. What I like to do is I like to have the order happen directly on the page, which reduces hesitation and increases conversion rates. All right, so do you offer a currency converter or multi-currency support? So there is no native currency converter on the app. Typically, what we're doing is we're using a funnel system. In a funnel system, what happens is we want people of one type to come in and purchase the product from us. So typically, when I have people start this program of using pre-built stores, I typically recommend targeting one country and making sure that all of the language and all of the currencies are for that particular country so that they have the highest chances of conversion rates. When people have auto translate, not currency converters, I have never seen one work perfectly well. It always glitches the website out, and it causes a dramatic decrease in conversion rates. If you're somebody who has the budget to target the entire world and has a big, massive storefront selling tons and tons of products, if you want to use that approach, which I typically don't recommend for beginners or people that are serious about dropshipping, then what you're going to want to do is add a custom currency converter, and that's very easy to do. And we have a step-by-step on how you can just add a custom currency converter so all of your stuff converts in that currency. Typically, I don't recommend it though. But ShopFunnels does support a variety of different currencies. So you can select one currency, and all of these currencies are here that you can then go ahead and make sure that your funnel or your store is of that particular currency. All right, so can I use ShopFunnels from outside the US, UK, UAE, South Africa, India? So ShopFunnels is a software that works worldwide. I don't think, unless someone's banned ShopFunnels, ShopFunnels.net is a software that works worldwide, and it works for people worldwide. So you can be in India selling to the USA, you can be in Dubai selling to a European country, or the US or Canada or whatever, or you can be from your country selling to your country. It doesn't matter because we support pretty much all currencies, right? And so you are able to sell this product anywhere, and you'll be able to use the software from anywhere. Now, do I need to register a US company or any type of LLC to use ShopFunnels? Absolutely not. So typically, all you really need is access to get a payment processed. So if you now, for a payment processor, some countries require an LLC, some countries don't, right? So as long as you have a active payment processor, you don't need to enter any store details or LLC details to be able to use ShopFunnels. So how do taxes work for international sellers? Great question. So all you have to do to be able to calculate your taxes and anything else that you want to calculate is go ahead, hit settings, go to taxes, and depending on what country you are, you can go ahead and set up all of your tax rules from here, and that will make sure that it's included in your invoicing. So another question that I continuously get is, are there legal requirements to start dropshipping for my country? Now, unfortunately, I can't answer that based on where you're from. You're going to need to do that due diligence yourself, but typically for ShopFunnels, we don't really necessarily vet if you're a business owner, anything else like that. Anybody's able to sign up to ShopFunnels and go ahead and get an account. All right, so now let's go to fulfillment and store management. Can I connect ShopFunnels to my fulfillment provider? Absolutely. So with ShopFunnels, what happens is there is integrations with Zapier. So if we go here to features, and if we go to integrations, you can see that using Zapier, you can connect to literally thousands of apps. So you can go ahead and connect to whoever your fulfillment provider is. But an easy hack is to go ahead and connect ShopFunnels to Google Sheets. That will populate all of your orders, and you can send that to your favorite supplier, or you connect it to Shopify and then have Shopify automate all of the fulfillment. Those are two really easy hacks for automated fulfillment. All right, so the next question is, how do I manage shipping, returns, and customer service? It's super simple. Now, I've created a test order on this store. So if you go here, all of your orders will start going ahead and showing up over here. Now, typically what you can do is you can mark it as shipped, completed, or canceled depending on what the order is, and you can go ahead and fulfill your order here by just putting in tracking information and send customer details. Plus, because you have their email, you can just go hit this, and you can go ahead and start looking at all of the interactions, emails, messages that you've sent, all the orders they've had, any appointments or forms they've filled out, right? And then go ahead and send them emails using their emails here. You can also tag them based on what they've purchased, and you can also have all of this automated inside of your messaging and workflow. In fact, it offers a crazy level of control over each of the contacts that come in. All right, another question is, can I sell physical and digital products at the same time? Well, that's something you can do, and not just you can do, it's something that I highly recommend, where you have physical products as the first product, right? And then all the upsells, just make them digital, right? And then again, it's super simple. All you go to store, right? Go ahead and click go ahead and click products, and then go ahead and just set up a digital product, right? And you can go ahead and sell physical and digital products at the same time. Now, another question that I get is, what does the $59 a month plan, or more so the build plan, include? The pricing may change at some point, but currently the build plan, what does it include? So now let's go to shopfunnels.net/pricing. This is where you can see all of the different pricing. Obviously, depending on when you're seeing the video, it's different, okay? So this is what the monthly is, and this is what the yearly is. Now in the monthly, there are two plans that I recommend most starters get into. And if you're already an established business, go get into the Ascend plan, okay? but typically you're either going to choose between the build plan and the grow plan. Now, what is the build plan and what does it include? Now, the build plan is perfect for those on a budget just looking to get started because it has everything you need to launch your first successful dropshipping store. What does that mean? It includes one active funnel and up to 5 products. As you guys can see, a funnel mostly has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So you have enough products to fill in your funnel, right? And you have one active funnel plus all of this other stuff, right, that you get as part of the build plan. Now, the grow plan is where most people that are going to a little bit commit, a little bit long term should get access to, because it gives you access to 20 different funnels. Now, why is that important? Because we drop funnels every week and we commit to dropping at least 3 funnels every single week, what ends up happening is people have the option of making multiple funnels go live within their account. Now, versus Shopify, where one account typically means you can only have one website up. With ShopFunnels, that's not the case because you can have multiple different websites up with multiple different domains connected. But if you're someone who's not just looking to test one, but looking to make this a long-term play where you're going to test different pre-built stores to make sure the one that you launch is successful and you find a really good one that you're willing to scale, then I typically recommend going to the grow plan. Okay, I typically recommend going to the grow plan because it gives you access to 20 different funnels. Now, if you do wish to upgrade to the yearly, you get a lot of extra benefits. Namely, people that upgrade to the yearly work with me and my team personally to build and launch your business. I will drop more details either in the description below, or if you're watching this on a page, I will have some more details on what are the additional benefits you get besides the huge cost saving, right, that you get. What are some additional benefits that you get when you go ahead and work on the yearly plan? So guys, that's most of the questions that I get with ShopFunnels.net. Again, it was created with dropshippers and e-commerce store owners in mind. I want to help you guys build and launch your first successful dropshipping store the way that I have done with so many people that have used the software and gotten their first sales and are scaling their businesses as we speak. This is a software that I use for my own dropshipping businesses as well. And it's made my life insanely easy to the point that I don't think I will ever use another software again unless I absolutely have to. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this answered a lot of your questions. I hope you guys do end up joining ShopFunnels. If you do, click that first link down below. Find out a lot more about what ShopFunnels is, what pre-built stores are, and how you can use that to launch a business in one click literally today if you wanted to. Similar to how people inside of the community have. We have one person who launched his first store completely built, had his ads live in 12 hours of joining and already got his first sale. So we've had amazing success stories like that. So click that first link down below if you want to join ShopFunnels, or if you're watching this on a page, make sure you see where the relevant details are. Look forward to you using the program. And as it goes, there's a 14-day money back guarantee. So if you don't understand the software, if you don't like it, if there's any issues that you're having, you're secured for the first 2 weeks, and typically your launch will happen way before, so you'll have a good idea of what ShopFunnels is. Again, another thing that every ShopFunnels user gets regardless of where they join is a members only training. Now, this members only training gives you a step-by-step on how to launch your first shop funnel, goes into a little bit more of the details of how to connect a domain, how to connect a payment processor, which button to click exactly, how to add products, connect them. All that stuff is covered in a step-by-step. So at no point do you have any confusion. Plus, there's 24/7 support, technical. If you're ever stuck anywhere, you can just email support@shopfunnels.net. Live chat on ShopFunnels is coming soon as well, so you can just live chat any questions that you have. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.